This Ken coming back at you with Ken's Xubuntu 1504. This is my personal personal install, and I have customized it somewhat to my liking. Still a lot to do, but I wanted to share it with everybody to show you what you can do with Xubuntu, which is, to my opinion, one of the best systems out there, especially if you are a beginner. So as you can see, I've customized it. I've changed the themes, the icons. I have programs installed in the Wine environment. A couple of little games which runs in Windows. That's my kid testing games. Little 6-year-old granddaughter gets on here and plays games and plays with things. And I say, well, if she don't crash it and it don't crash, then it passes the seal of kid testing approval. Okie dokie, so here we go. As you can see, I have changed the menu on it. I got rid of that whisper menu because I just really don't like it, and I just like something more simple. And also, I have customized the menu, taking a lot of things off of the menus that I really didn't see the point of, because they were showing up in about three or four different places, and I didn't see the need of that. So I just reworked my menu, which shortened it down. And as I said, I installed Wine. I installed by command line. Reason being is I got the newest version of Wine at the time when I installed it. If I install with the Software Center or with Synaptic Package Manager, which I also added to this system, I'm subject to have to go hunting dependencies and all to make most of my software run. But by doing it by command line, it goes out, hunts it itself, installs it, and I had no problem installing any of my Windows stuff. Now I have switched totally over to the Xubuntu Linux as my main operating system. And a lot of people say, well, you got to run this software in Wine, why not just run Windows? Well, the thing about Windows is every time I got online, something was happening. I was getting hit with different things which was coming through, holes in the browser, the antiviruses and all wasn't catching. I just had a nightmare with Windows, and it was getting worse. So I just said, the heck with Windows, I'm done with you. Linux, here we come. And I do a lot of photo editing and slideshows and all, so I've got all of my software set up in there pretty much. So, and it does a good job. Don't have any problems with it. It runs good. So then my system, I've got Gigolo showing. I've got Synaptic Package Manager, which I said I installed that myself, and I do look for the different things in Synaptics and install some things in Synaptics that I might need. Also, if you do a lot of command line stuff and all of a sudden you're getting a double, getting an error because you got a double entry in your resources, Synaptic, you can go there and very easily solve that problem yourself. And then my task manager, Ubuntu booting, I installed that so that I could do testing of ISOs on my USB drive. You see, File Manager, Pacman FM, and I'll explain that in just a minute. I got K3B, which is a disk burning software. It is Linux based. It does a good job. I like it, but then again, I like my other burning software better for my ISOs, and but if I didn't have it, the K3B would do the job. Now settings, as we can see, I've got a lot of things in settings, and some of this I may trim out. It's really not hurting anything sitting there, but I've shortened the list on that. Now, other show and Pro Show, and let me explain. I've got a Pro Show Gold and I've got a Pro Show professional on here, so I shows double entries. In my Office, I have stripped everything out of Office and installed LibreOffice Suite, and I got my print preview. And I like LibreOffice. I do a lot with it. It does a job for me, and to me that's good enough. Okay, so then we go up to my multimedia. As you see, I've got Handbrake, Pulse Audio Volume Control, Record My Desktop, which is what I'm recording with now. And there again, we've got another double entry. We've got a K3B showing. So I will remove that from the system. I've got a OpenShot video editor. It's Linux version. I would say something similar to Photoshop. It's a good bit more complicated, but once you get the gist of it, how it operates, no problem. I've got VLC Media Player. That's my media player of choice. I've installed it and uninstalled some of the other stuff that was in the system. I made VLC my default player, and now I'm telling you that Handbrake I installed Handbrake by command line, and I do a lot of conversions, video conversions with Handbrake, mainly because YouTube would like for their videos to be of certain formats and what have you, and I got a copy of that, and I just set up everything here and convert it to their standards, and I'm in business. Okay, so, and then we can see the Handbrake 0.10.2, which at the time was the latest version of Handbrake. I could have installed it through Software Center or Semantics, but it wouldn't have been the latest version. And internet, I have Foxfire, which has been up until this point my main browser that I use, but I've just updated it through the update manager, and Foxfire, since I updated it, it tends to want to crash, so I've got to solve that problem. So I have Google Chrome installed on here, and I've got that installed just so I can watch Netflix natively on the Linux system. This Chrome is not running in Wine; it's running strictly on Linux, and I will be showing in my how-to videos how to do these things. Thunderbird Mail. Well, Thunderbird Mail is my default mail. It's what I use all the time on any system that I run. I like Thunderbird, and the only thing I don't like is that some of the filters is kind of strict on it, but that can be got around. My graphics, we got GIMP, print preview, simple scan. I added Blender, I added PhotoX to it. K Snapshot was already there, and I installed Shotwell. Shotwell is a great little program, and I like it. I've been playing around with it some, so give it a shot. Games, like I said, the only two games I got is Froggetto and Potato Guy, and that is for my little great-granddaughter to play and do my kid testing for me. Now, talking about I had removed a lot of things from the system, or from my menu, I just couldn't see that it's sitting there with all these extra entries when I could go to setting manager. And when I go to setting manager, there's everything I need to work on my system with. And so now I have also changed my file manager. And my file manager that I have running right now is Kaja. It's running good. I like it. Each file manager that I have on the system has its own pluses and minuses. And so I will go to my preferred applications, utilities, and see I got Kaja file manager, Nemo file manager, Pacman file manager, internal file manager. I'll click there and we will come up, and we'll go to close it first. I can come back up and great day, and boom, there's Pacman. And we can do the same thing. Just select the file manager that I want to run, and use it for my default. So that's pretty much what I've done to the system. I was telling you that it runs the photo stuff. This is my image burn software running in Wine. It's a Windows software. It does a great job. You can write images. I've used it quite a bit since I did the install on Xubuntu. And then my converters, it's any video converter. I like this converter. I use it a lot. I load my, if I got several videos that I want to join together, load them into this, just drag it and drop it in here, and line them up like you want them. Video 1, 2, 3, 4, just line them up in order like you want them. Set it up to join them, hit convert now, and let it do its job, and it'll put it all together for you. And you hadn't got to have a separate joiner on your system to do the job. Matter of fact, I've got a little, another little freeware program here that's that does the super simple video converter. Does the same thing. It's got to add in it because it's free. It'll never cost you a dime for this, but now you can get the paid version. But this does the same thing. It does a good job. I've tried it, and it does a good job. But anytime I do this and the other one, I'll make sure I'll go through handbrake and make sure I got everything right to go up on the YouTube. Now, I was talking about the software, Pro Show Producer, and I use this a lot to do my slideshows. Put slideshow and video on the same, put audio on it. Everything works good. Don't have any problems with it. You see it's working over in this one. You can see it changing like a slideshow. You can come in and you can set timing on your transitions, timing that your slideshow shows, and you can even, like when it leaves from here, you can have a video in this square and then go right on in and play the video. And there's just so much that you can do with it. It makes some very nice shows. So anyway, that's my Xubuntu, Xubuntu 1504. Like I said, I have customized it to my liking. So I'm going to be doing a complete new clean install of Xubuntu 1504 on another hard drive, and I'm going to be doing some how-tos on part 1, part 2, and part 3, and be different videos on how to do some of these things that I've done, and I probably missed a lot of it, but how to do some of these things that I've done, how to install some of the software to customize to install your file managers, and a lot of other little tweaks and things that I've done to the system. So that'll pretty much wrap it up for right now. So keep watching, subscribe, and we will see you later.